What are some practical ways to demonstrate love? And I want to talk about how do we pause? How do we hit time out for love? So here we go. Pause for love. Number one, we pause to ask questions. Introvert, extrovert, or middleverts. Wherever you are on the scale. I have not met anyone that doesn't love being asked questions about themselves. Tell me what's your favorite this. Tell me about your college experience. Tell me how you got to Colorado. They love talking about themselves. And everyone else, here's where we're pathetic in our marriage relationships. How was your day? And when I ask my wife, how was your day? And she says, it was okay. I, as a man, go, that was a great answer. I go, I think that's a phenomenal answer. And I go right on. But what she really wants me to say is, well, tell me more about it. Tell me more about it. Man, this is your key phrase. Tell me more. And then just nod. You're wondering, are the Nuggets ahead or behind? But just nod. And when she talks for a few minutes, just say, tell me more. See, I tend to be more extroverted, obviously. She tends to be a little more introverted. And if I'm not careful, I'll just about my day, and I'll let her one or two word answers be fine. I love this scripture in Proverbs. Proverbs 20 and verse 5. The purposes of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out. Think about an old school well. You get a little Disney cartoon well, and there's a little round thing, and they go and they get a bucket and they just reach in and they pull water out. Now think of the well that has the handle and the rope, and you let it down, let it down, let it down. Hey, hello, water. And you have to keep going deeper and deeper and deeper to get that fresh spring water to come out. Most of the time, that's one of you in a marriage relationship. One of you, the water's right on the surface. We don't question how you're doing, how you're feeling. It's all over you. The rest of you are like, I'm good. I'm fine. No problem. I don't believe you. Okay? Mine it up. Number two, everybody take a big deep breath. Go. Hold it. And that's what you need to do. We pause to listen. I tend to over-communicate. I tend to talk too much. I need to listen better. Oh, you can breathe. Go ahead. You guys are so obedient. You're like, you're turning blue. Can we? Really? But note this. There's a difference between hearing, a physical act, and listening, an act of the soul and mind. I can hear your words, but I should be listening for more than words. I should be listening for the tone. Am I in trouble or not? Is she mad or is she frustrated? I need to be making eye contact because it's the window to the soul, and I can tell by someone's eyes. I can see it in my dog. When we're leaving, I can look in my dog's eyes and he has this puppy dog. No, you're leaving again? Surely we can see it in a human being. It's the tone that they say it. It's the body language that goes with it. I've shared that I went to Ultimate Leadership Conference. Many of our staff have. It's with Cloud and Townsend in California. It's a week-long thing, and it's a very intensive thing. It's a very soul-searching kind of experience. And in my group of about 7 of us, there was another pastor in my group. And about day 3, one of the coaches, it was just our group, we're in this room and we're just there, and she says to, I'll call him John, she says to John, John, tell the group I want you to tell the group, I'm a good leader. And John repeats what she says and says, I'm a good leader. And I'm like, okay, what's next? What are we doing now? She goes, whoa, 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 whoa. Time out. She listened and saw something I didn't see. She saw his body language. She saw his eyes. She sensed the tone. Because here's the way John said, I'm a good leader. John said, I'm a good leader. She said, John, why are you trying to make yourself small? He goes, I'm not. She goes, yes, you are. Your shoulders came in, you bent over, your head went down, and you didn't make eye contact with anybody in the group. She said, you don't believe what you just said. She said, sit back in your chair, put your shoulders back. He awkwardly sits back in his chair. She said, now put your head up. She said, now look at each person one by one and tell them, I'm a good leader. Here's the way he started. I'm a good leader. I'm a good leader. I am a good leader. Dang it, I am a good leader! Watch. He didn't believe to where he believed. Watch their body language. See where they're at. Be an active, engaged listener that you can understand the needs, the concerns, and the aspirations of others. Effective listening is giving our complete intentional focus to what someone says rather than what their words literally mean. James 1:19, you must all be quick to listen and slow to speak. Number 3, we pause to show affection. A hug, a kiss, an embrace, a touch, a caress, a back rub, a neck rub. And really, married people, you are too busy to be intimate. You say, how do you know that? Because we get too busy to be intimate. And we're like, hey, strangers in the night, how was your day? Do you feel like it? No, I'm toast. Because we've been going too hard, too fast, and we haven't hit pause in life to make time for each other, to be with one another. And men, here's coaching 101. Your lady can't go from 0 to hero in 0.32 seconds. You can't expect her to be in the mood and just like, hey, push button A, woo, let's go. You got to start with just a touch on her back that says, hey, I love you. Thanks for all you do around here. Okay? Romans 12:10, love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. Take delight. Number 4, we pause to make time for them. It's reading all the words to the story with your kids. It's putting our phone, our work, that TV show, the Netflix series, the games, whatever it is, we put all of that aside just to make time together, just to be together. Now, I'm kind of this purpose-driven guy, and Kim will be like, I just want to spend some time with you. And I'm like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? And she's helping me because she says, let's just be together. James chapter 5 and verse 13 says this, look here, you who say today or tomorrow, we're going to a certain town and we'll stay there a year and we'll do business there and make a profit. Verse 14 says this, how do you know what your life will be like tomorrow? Your life is like the morning fog. It's here a little while and then it's gone. Back at the end of 2023, a pastor friend in town, his wife was experiencing some physical symptoms. She went to the doctor, and I think it was within 3 weeks, she was gone. Hear me. Why do we wait for a bad report to make up, to love, to value, and to esteem the people that are nearest and dearest to us? Why don't we treat all of our family and all of our friends as though they had 30 days to live. Oh, you know what? You're ornery. But you got cancer. I'm going to give you a pass. Your answer, your response was kind of short. You just seemed a little irritable. You don't have to have cancer. I'm going to give you a break. I'm going to love you like God loves me. Number 5, we're almost out of time. We pause to ask advice. We pause to ask advice. And it isn't always about needing someone's decision, but it's more about wanting to get them involved in your life and in your choices. It's a gesture that demonstrates value. Proverbs 15:31 says, "The ear that listens to the life-giving reproof will dwell among the wise." Number 6, we pause to share a gift. You know, we have the 5 love languages, and one of them is giving gifts. And sometimes that loved one, it really means a lot to them to get a gift. What is their favorite snack? What is their favorite flower? What's their favorite treat? What's their favorite ice cream? What is that thing, that little something that you could just do for them, get for them, that they'd go, oh, I feel loved. 2 Corinthians 9 says, yes, you will be enriched in every way so that you can always be generous. And when we take our gifts to those who need them, it causes them to be grateful and thankful to God. Number 7, we pause before we speak. As Pastor Preston taught us 2 weeks ago, that we need to pause before making decisions and pause and contemplate. Then we need to pause, should I really say that? And number 8, we pause to forgive and wipe the slate clean. We pause to forgive and wipe the slate clean. Number 8. Colossians 3 and verse 13, make allowances for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. So what does that mean? We stop keeping score. Hey, that's the 4th time you've done that. Hey, that's the 6th time I've asked for that and you haven't done it. Hang on. Disciples came to Jesus and they said, Lord, should we forgive 7 times? Thinking hey, that's being pretty liberal. And Jesus said, no, you need to forgive 70 times 7. What's he mean? Keep loving, keep forgiving. Number 9, we pause to serve and help. How can we lighten their load? I'll walk the dog tonight. I'll unload the dishwasher. Let me make the bed. Let me make the bed, make you breakfast in bed. You make their favorite dish. You make their favorite dessert. Galatians 5:13. Galatians 5:13, use your freedom to serve one another in love. Number 10, we're almost done. We pause to encourage. One of the other love languages is words of affirmation. It's sending them a text thinking of you. It's leaving a note that they will find of value or appreciation. It's expressing our gratitude and gratefulness. It's vocalizing our love and support. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. So encourage each other and build each other up. Now see, words are huge to me. They're not as big to my wife. But what she has realized is she will say the simplest thing in the right time, in the right place. She'll know when I'm down, and she'll give me that little oompa that just puts wind beneath my wings. And number 11, we pause to be spontaneous. Now typically, God puts people that are uniquely and distinctly different together in a relationship. My wife colors within the lines. She's analytical. She stays in her lane. She obeys the speed limit signs. They're a suggestion to me. It means, when you're on this road, drive close to that. It's I'm a little more free-spirited. I'm a little more carefree. Galatians chapter 5 and verse 1 says, Christ has set us free to live a free life. So take your stand. Never again let anyone put a harness of slavery on you. So hear me out. Sometimes we get harnessed to our schedule, harnessed to what needs to be done, and sometimes we need a spontaneous moment